welcome to Courts Today by Live Law. Let us get to today's top legal updates. The Supreme Court has issued directions to ensure toilet facilities in court premises for women, disabled and transgender persons. The Supreme Court has today granted interim protection to ex-IAS officer Puja Khedkar and has issued notice on her anticipatory bail plea. In a matter regarding the farmers' protest, Supreme Court has sought complete medical report of the farmers' leader Jagjit Singh Dallewal, who is on hunger strike. Regarding the CLAT 2025, the top court has expressed inclination to transfer petitions against the results to Punjab and Haryana High Court. In the Malankara-Jacobite church dispute, the top court has asked Kerala government to not publicize data on population and assets of the both factions. The apex court has said that bail in marital disputes cannot be conditional on payment of maintenance. The Supreme Court has sought responses of Union and Election Commission of India on Jairam Ramesh's plea against Election Rules Amendment on public disclosure of poll records. NCLT Mumbai's contractual and outsourced staff have gone on a strike over delay in payment of salary. And the Karnataka High Court has continued Lokayukt's probe into the MUDA case involving CM Siddaramaiah and has called for record of the investigation done till today. In a significant development, the Supreme Court has today issued a set of directions for construction of toilet facilities in court premises and tribunals across the country, especially for women, specially abled persons and transgender persons. In November last year, the court, while reserving judgment on this writ petition, had expressed disappointment at the fact that even lady judicial officers were not having private washrooms in many courts. Today, the bench comprising Justices J.B. Pardewala and R. Madhavan pronounced the judgment and said that court had given enough number of directions for construction and maintenance of toilets and all other facilities. The state governments and union territories have been directed to allocate sufficient funds for the construction, maintenance and cleanliness of toilet facilities within the court premises, which shall be periodically reviewed in consultation with the committee constituted by the high courts. Also, all states, union territories and high courts have been asked to file status reports within 4 months. After the judgment was pronounced, Justice Pardewala orally remarked that contempt action will be taken in case of any default. To read the full judgment, you can visit livelaw.in. The Supreme Court has today issued notice on the anticipatory bail plea of ex-IAS Probationary Officer Puja Khedkar, who is accused of misrepresenting and falsifying facts in her application for UPSC Civil Services Examination 2022. The court has directed that no coercive steps be taken against her till the next date of hearing, that is 14th February. The order was passed by the bench of Justices B.V. Nagratna and Satish Chandra Sharma. Justice Nagratna initially pointed that nothing coercive has taken place in the past few months to give rise to an apprehension of arrest. However, Khedkar's counsel, Senior Advocate Siddharth Luthra, pointed out that the Delhi High Court had given very strong findings in the impugned order whereby anticipatory bail was denied, indicting Khedkar completely. As such, there was apprehension of arrest, he said. In this backdrop, the top court passed its order calling for response of the Delhi police and the UPSC. In the next update, the top court has today sought complete comparative medical reports of farmers' leader Jagjit Singh Dallewal, who has been on a hunger strike, including his latest vitals, to take stock of his medical condition. The Chief Secretary of Punjab has been directed to hand over the reports to the Supreme Court Registrar, who shall then obtain the medical opinion from the AIIMS Director. This order was passed after the state of Punjab submitted that his health condition is improving, but later clarified that his vitals are stable rather than improving. Before a bench of Justices Surya Kant and N.K. Singh, Senior Advocate Kapil Sibal submitted that there was now a medical facility just 10 meters near the protest site. On 6th January, the case was postponed after Senior Advocate Kapil Sibal mentioned that there had been a breakthrough in the talks between the Punjab government and the protesting farmers, and that farmers were ready to meet the chairperson of the high-powered committee set up to negotiate with them. Today, Sibal mentioned that since the meeting, effective steps had been taken and progress has been made. The case is now scheduled to be heard on 29th January. Stay tuned. Coming to the next update, the transfer petition filed seeking consolidation of all petitions against CLAT 2025 were today placed before the bench comprising CJI Sanjeev Khanna and Justice P.V. Sanjay Kumar. Presently, the petitions against the results of CLAT 2025 held in December last year are pending in the High Court courts of Delhi, Karnataka, Jharkhand, Rajasthan, Bombay, Madhya Pradesh and Punjab and Haryana. Solicitor General Tushar Mehta today requested if the petitions can be sent to the Karnataka High Court. The lawyers appearing for some students requested that the Delhi High Court be chosen, pointing out that it had already passed an order that 2 answers were wrong. But the court expressed inclination to transfer the petitions to Punjab and Haryana High Court because the CJI pointed out that the first petition was filed there. The bench has issued notice in the transfer petition and has also said that at the Punjab and Haryana High Court, the disposal rate is very good and is higher than the other courts. And now coming to an update on the dispute between Malankara Orthodox and Jacobite churches. The Supreme Court has today asked the state of Kerala to not publish or circulate the data regarding the population, assets and churches belonging to both these factions. If you remember last month, the court had asked the state to furnish data regarding the population of both Orthodox and Jacobite denominations. The list of churches under the complete administrative control, the list of churches where the management is under dispute and their current status of administrative control. Senior advocates K.K. Venugopal and Krishnan Venugopal, representing the Malankara side, today suggested that the church data be submitted to the court in a sealed cover to avoid confusion and potential issues. They argued that the rights of the Malankara faction had already been settled by previous Supreme Court judgments and publication of such data could worsen the situation now. The bench comprising Justices Suryakant and N.K. Singh remarked that the courts have to tread very cautiously in religious matters. Justice Kant said that efforts of the court were to find ways to ensure that the two groups can live amicably and peacefully resolve their disputes. The bench then asked senior advocate Kapil Sibal, who was appearing for the state of Kerala, to not circulate or publish the data. The matter will be next considered on 29th January. Moving ahead, the top court has set aside a condition imposed by the Patna High Court which required a husband to pay 4,000 rupees per month in maintenance to his wife as a condition for anticipatory bail in a matrimonial dispute. The appellant husband was facing charges under IPC for cruelty and under the Dowry Prohibition Act. The Patna High Court had granted him anticipatory bail but imposed a condition that he pay his wife 4,000 rupees monthly maintenance. If he failed to pay for 2 consecutive months, his bail could be cancelled. The husband challenged this order in the Supreme Court, arguing the condition was irrelevant to the purpose of bail. He also said that he was forced to marry the complainant wife and had filed for annulment of the marriage, which was still pending. The Supreme Court bench of Justices Rishikesh Roy and S.V.N. Bhatti stated that bail conditions should ensure the person remains available for trial and not impose unrelated financial obligations. The court has directed the trial court to impose appropriate bail conditions but removed the maintenance payment condition. The top court has sought a response from the union in the PIL filed by Rajya Sabha MP and Congress leader Jairam Ramesh, challenging the recent amendment to Conduct of Elections Rules of 1961 on the ground that it prohibits the public disclosure of CCTV footage of polling and other relevant records. The Handbook of Returning Officer 2023 details the procedure for storage and supply of important election documents and records including CCTV footage of the polling stations, copies of the results form, etc. Before the amendment, the supply of the CCTV footage and other electoral records for public inspection was possible. Earlier, the rule stated, all other papers relating to the election shall be open to public inspection. After amendment, now it says all other papers as specified in these rules relating to the election shall be open to public inspection. Senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi, representing Jairam Ramesh, argued that the reason behind the amendment proposed by the union government, as mentioned in the media, is to protect the identity of voters. However, he pointed out that there was no issue of voter privacy being violated in the past. The bench of CJI Sanjeev Khanna and Justice Sanjay Kumar agreed to issue a notice in the matter and sought a response from the Union of India and the Election Commission of India. This matter will now be heard on 17th March. The contractual and outsourced staff of the National Company Law Tribunal Mumbai bench have announced a strike, refusing to perform their duties until their grievances are addressed. In a memorandum issued on 14th January, they outlined several reasons for their action. The staff members expressed expressed concern over non-payment of their salaries for December 2024 as of the date of the memorandum. They also highlighted the issue of irregular and delayed salary payments over the past 6 months. Additionally, they have raised concerns about lack of salary revisions since the establishment of National Company Law Tribunal in 2016. The memorandum called on the concerned authorities to address these issues through proper communication channels and in a timely manner to resolve the ongoing concerns of the staff. And lastly, the Karnataka High Court has continued Lokayukt's investigation into the alleged Mysore Urban Development Authority scam involving Chief Minister Siddaramaiah while directing the probe be overseen by the Inspector General of Police Lokayukt. The court also directed the Anti-Corruption Authority to file on record the details of the probe conducted till today. The court said this while hearing a plea seeking a direction to transfer investigation to the alleged scam presently be conducted by Lokayukt Police to the CBI. This development comes after the High Court had in December last year deferred the filing of Lokayukt's report against Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and his family, including his wife and brother-in-law in the scam case. For more information on the cases that I discussed here, you can visit our website at www.livelaw.in. Your support means the world to us. So please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.